been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ingram looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ingram again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now, once again, the Saints will decide to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, It's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On play action, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
They've got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now here is another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it. And see
yeah, Daniel, I'm a dog, man.
Lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm a king out here, Daniel.
Into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned
King,
into
dog.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Scatter.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease.
You read which one do y'all
He
at?
needs to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down.
Get your ass
This
there.
play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This will be taken at the 10.
Damn, Marshawn.
Punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we are inside a 2 minutes.
That man ain't gonna help you, Daniel. You got to follow that man ain't gonna help you, dog.
Winston here to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Ah, pass interference! Pass interference! Pass interference! Pass interference! Pass interference! Come on, give it to me!
To their own 34-yard line. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the
I don't, Daniel. I'm a dog, man.
be in this type of situation.
I don't. I'm a dog out here, Daniel. Shit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you know who you were playing, though, dog.
And he's going to
You know who you were playing, the big dog. You don't call the big dog out. You know that's a no-no. You don't call the big dog out, man.
Here's the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But
It feels good, Daniel.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
A big dog.
my good man.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that's
See, you tried to run. You couldn't.
still standing at 26 points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Good ass.
It was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure
He had the son of a beard.
He makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
That's good for the Saints.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
You fall hard, Daniel, man. This offense is too strong.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.